Hello, Rama Crypto Army, and welcome back to the channel. Before I get started, I want to say that this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice, so please do your due diligence before investing. Also, want to ask if you guys hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you get all of my content when it's uploaded. And I will also ask if you guys can also share my content on other platforms, so individuals, on those other platforms or outside of this audience can also you know, see this content also, and hopefully they can find it helpful. Okay, so I also want to say that I'm not making this video to brag or anything like that. I'm simply making this video for you guys to have some confidence, to give you guys some confidence, or why not the panic sale, give you guys confidence and not the panic sale, because I believe when you sustain from panic selling, you guys can hold on to these good projects that you've invested in, and these good projects will really serve you and your families great in the future. Okay, so I just want to say, starting out that Saitama right now is going through a phase. I've been investing for a while now, way before Doge came out, way before not Saitama, but way before Cardano came out, and a lot of other projects that's been around for a while. I think I started investing back in like 2015 or 16, somewhere around there. So I've been investing for a while, and I say that to say this, not only have I been investing for a while, but I've seen countless. Like I don't know. It's not even fun. I don't know how many projects I've seen go through negative phases or FUD phases and just come out strong on top. Like some years later. This is just a phase. Uh, and I will say this also. There is no negative situation or no FUD situation big enough to bring down a legitimate project. Cardano, back in 2017, I considered a legitimate project. Cardano got through its negative phases, and I think Saitama, will also get through its negative phase. And I will say again, like I said, there is no negative situation or FUD situation big enough. I'm not talking about every uh, crypto out there. I'm talking about legitimate projects. There is no negative situation. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you guys are seeing right now. There's no uh, negative situation big enough to bring down a legitimate project. Okay, it's just not. I've seen big projects rise from out of the ashes during negative situations and FUD. So Saitama is going through that. I see it. I've seen countless cryptos go through it, and I don't think Saitama is any different from it. Okay, so let me see. So yeah, I've been investing for a while, guys, and I'm gonna just say like this also, and because I've talked to other individuals. I also had some discussion with some YouTubers, and I'm gonna just say it like this. I remember I've seen Cardano from beginning to now. There is nobody on YouTube, and I've had some YouTubers say, well, and I had other individuals even discuss things with me and say, well, you can't compare Cardano to certain situations because, uh, Cardano is legit. Is this is that? It is one of the best projects. Cardano is one of the best projects. But I'm telling you right now, there's nobody on YouTube that can tell me that Cardano didn't have negative situations and FUD situations when it came out. Cardano was not perfect when it came out. Do you understand that? I've seen it from the beginning. I invested in it when it was out its second month. It came out in October. I invested in it November. I did tons of research in it way before it came out in October. I know everything from head to toe that went on with Cardano. All right, there's nobody on YouTube who can debate me or discuss anything with me when it comes to Cardano. Cardano was not perfect. Cardano, along with every or most other cryptos back then had its flaws. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, and it rose up, and here we are. It started out at 1 cent in October. Here we are 4 years later, and it's at $1 some change, $2. Of course, it fluctuates. Do you understand that? And I'm gonna just say this: individuals back when Cardano came out did not look at Cardano the same way you guys look at Cardano today. It's a whole different time. There's a reason why when Cardano came out, a lot of people was buying and panic selling. I've seen it all before. You guys are going through the same thing. It's nothing new for me. You guys are going through the same phase. And I'm telling you, the same people the same generation that I witnessed invest back then, which it wasn't really that long ago, but I consider it long ago because the change between the investors to the investors now is like, it's like a whole different thing. But, y'all still have y'all similarities. Cardano went through its phase, and you had a lot of individuals just like you guys panic selling. Like I told you, when Cardano came out, it was like 1 cent in October. When I bought in November, it was only 3 cents. Cardano's price stayed where it was and fluctuated, dropped down for a couple years, all right, before it started doing anything. And in between those years, you had a lot of individuals panic selling. I used to tell individuals back then, don't panic sell. Hold Cardano, because in a few years, this project is going to make you, it's going to have you looking good. And here we are again, with legitimate projects like Saitama, all of those some of those new projects. This is like deja vu to me. I feel like I'm saying the same thing, but I'm talking to like a different audience. Do you understand? So, and that's what people did. People would buy. It's unheard of now to buy hundreds of thousands, millions, and billions of Cardano for cheap. It's unheard of. You see what I'm saying? It's unheard of. Individuals back then was buying Cardano like it was Skittles and selling it. They was buying it like it was Doge, or I'm really showing my age when I say this, but they buying it like it was Doge, or they buying it like it was red coin. Y'all probably don't know nothing about red coin, but they was buying it like that. Like they was buying it like candy, man, and just selling it. Panic selling. I mean, they're individuals right now that should be multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires 4 years later. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all right now, these are some good projects y'all investing in. Have confidence. Just because the price dropping, or you hear something about, some negativity or something like that, it's not big enough to take down this project. I'm telling you right now, in 3-4 years, a lot of y'all going to be sitting, man, with regret. In a few years or whatever, Saitama is going to be, people are going to be talking about Saitama like they talking about Cardano now. Do you understand that? And then y'all going to be the ones that y'all remember 4 years ago when you were like, damn, man, I remember when Saitama, I remember when Sheeb, I remember when all these projects was, like 7, 6, 5 zeros back. And then that new generation, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we buying Saitama. Saitama like 50 cents. Saitama like $1. Oh, this cheap. We buying Saitama. You're gonna be just like me sitting right here. You're gonna be like, man, I remember when that was like how many zeros back? Y'all gonna be just like me right now. All right, and I hope that some of y'all held on. All right, so let's look at Cardano. Cardano, remember when I said it first came out? Cardano first came out in look right here, October 1st, which was 4 years ago. October 1st, 2017, Cardano was 1 cent. Now remember when I said I bought Cardano at remember when I said I bought Cardano at 3 cents? That was the next month. That was the next month. I bought Cardano came on October 1st. I bought Cardano on November, I think it was November 27th of 2017, and it was only at 3 cents. This is what I talk about when I say right here. See, when Cardano first dropped, a lot of people expected, you know, the price to pump and all that. Cardano was just not that coin in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? How did it come out in October, and a month later, more than a month, like a month and a half, because I bought it on like November the 27th, like I said, it was just at 3 cents. It didn't go nowhere. And this is the kind of coin, and not only did it not go nowhere, like I said, Cardano had its fair share of negative situations. It had its fair share of FUD. And because of that, it stayed in these single digits right here for a long time. And this is the same situation that Saitama is going through. Do y'all understand that? This is not permanent. This does not last forever. All right. So that's when Cardano first came out, and I was investing way before this. Okay, but I was doing a lot of cliche investing. I was having, like, every time I got paid, I'd be putting my stuff in like Bitcoin, Ethereum. I had some Litecoin because they were the top big three. And actually, the only ones I really have out of that still left is Litecoin. You know, I would use Bitcoin and Ethereum to buy, you know, other projects. You really couldn't use Litecoin to do that. So I just held on to my Litecoin. Like, even to the day, I don't own no Bitcoin. I never put money into Bitcoin or Ethereum. The only time I put money into that is if I need that to buy, you know, other small projects. All right. So let me see. What's my other notes? Because I got some notes down here, y'all. All right. So now I'm gonna show y'all the charts. Okay. And like I said, y'all gonna see how all of this stuff line up. Because right now I'm about to show y'all. One of my Cardano bags that I bought in November. I have quite a few of them, but I'm gonna just show y'all when I first started out. So came out in October the 1st, and this is one of my bags right here. Okay, look at this. Remember when I said it came out in October? This is November the 27th, 2017. This is how cheap Cardano was, guys. This is how cheap it was. It's nothing compared to, like, y'all think Cardano was cheap today. It's this nothing compared. This how everybody was getting it back then. Cardano was so cheap, people was buying hundreds of it, thousands of it, hundreds of thousands, millions of it. Okay, this is how easy it was. I'm taking y'all back in time. We going back in the time machine today. All right, these my old transactions. As y'all can see up here, look. What I tell y'all, didn't I say I don't hold no Bitcoin? This is what everybody was doing. This is what the unconventional investors was doing. They weren't putting their money into Bitcoin. They were selling Bitcoin to buy these smaller projects. You see what I'm saying? They was selling Bitcoin. They were selling Ethereum to buy projects like Cardano. All right. This is why I don't hold no Bitcoin and no Ethereum, because I don't believe it'll give me a good return. Because it's too high, yo. It's too high, and I don't believe it'll give me a good return than a lot of these smaller, legitimate projects. Okay. So as you can see right here, look, November the 27th is when I bought my first bag of Saitama. I mean, I'm talking about both of these. I keep getting them mixed up. But it's when I bought my first bag of Cardano. I bought 419 Cardano. Just imagine how much it cost to buy this today. You see what I'm saying? This was cheap back then. And I was so excited about Cardano that I was reading so much on it and doing so much research that these are all of my transactions that I did right here. I just kept going back for more. And so later that I bought this, I think this was early in the day. I remember that. And then when later on in that day, the same day, look, the 27th, I bought 383 more Cardano. Okay, and I was so excited and so bullish on it. I believed in this project. The next day, I went hard at it again. I bought 414 more Cardano. The next day on the 29th, I bought 253 more Cardano. And this was some news. What made me buy this much Cardano right here was when I was reading an article on it. It's a very old article now, and they were comparing Cardano to like Ethereum. You know, they were talking about Cardano, the whole smart contract thing. So that made me buy a bag. So I bought 5,953. This is how easy it was, guys, because Cardano was so cheap back then to buy this. Okay, like buying this now like this, unless you got like a whole bunch of money, this is unheard of to buy Cardano like this. Okay, so I bought a big bag here, and as you guys can see, I was still going hard after it. I bought 434 more. Let me see, when was that? Yeah, that next day. And then that next month in December on the 1st, I bought more. 376. And then, well, this right here is Verge. So as you can see, I was dibbling and dabbling in quite a few things. This right here is Verge. I don't know if y'all heard Verge, but I remember buying some Verge too that day. And yeah, I don't know. On the 7th, I took a break from buying some, and on the 7th, I bought like 776 more. Okay, so I'm showing y'all to show y'all this. Like, y'all are in the early stages right now of a lot of these early projects. Do y'all understand? Y'all in earlier stages right now. What y'all saying is not was permanent. You know what I'm saying? Like this right. Let me go back over. This thing is crazy. Like this right here. Can you imagine if? And there's individuals who bought more Cardano than this. Like this was small to me. This is like almost 10K, or this is like almost 10,000 Cardano tokens right here that I bought. This was my first bag right here. Can you imagine me selling this? Can you imagine me panic selling any of my Cardano back then because of negative situations in food? Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand how early y'all is on a lot of these projects? Y'all in early on a lot of these projects, and a lot of y'all panic sell because y'all just don't understand. Do you see what I'm saying? Y'all got a hold. You know, that, like I said, and I was reckless back then too a little bit because I had billions of Doge. I bought billions of Doge. And I also have my Doge transactions. And those right there hurts me to show. Like, I'm not even going to show y'all my Doge transactions. I'm supposed to be a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire. I'm not even going to show that because that hurts. That hurts my soul. You know, all of your history stays there, but that hurts looking at that. I'm not even going to show y'all that. You know, I just show what, you know, I done held or whatever like that. I show you my Cardano, but I'm not even going to show y'all my Doge transaction because everybody, when Doge came out, nobody took that. When Doge first came out, meme coins wasn't even a thing then. Like, nobody even referred to Doge as a meme coin until like maybe a couple years, maybe a year or so, maybe 2 years later, or and stuff like that. But you know, the point is this: y'all are in early on one of these projects. Okay, you know, don't be that person that panic sell, and then 3-4 years from now, you looking at, you know, you looking at something like this. if not that, you know, you're looking at something about 50 cents or something like that. Do y'all understand? Don't be that person, because y'all going to regret it. Do y'all understand? Look, this is Cardano's new white paper. When Cardano first came out, this wasn't even a white paper. This is like the second white paper. Do y'all understand? This way it all began for me right here. When everybody was investing in Bitcoin and investing in Ethereum and Litecoin, this is what I was doing right here. This is where it all began for me right here. Look at this right here. It says October 26, 2017. It's one of my first videos I looked at on Cardano. I'm going to play this little clip because I don't want to get no copyright or anything like that. This way it began for me.
Hi, I'm Charles Hoskinson, Chief Executive Officer of Input Output Hong Kong, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about Cardano.
And that's what and the rest is history. This is what I was doing. This is what I always do. This is how I found my earlier project. This is what I was doing in 2017 when everybody was in Bitcoin. I was looking for projects like Cardano. Okay, so you know, I'm gonna just say like this, you guys, just hold. You know, if you believe in a project, if you believe in your investments, then stand by. You know, just hold. Ignore the FUD, ignore all of the negative situations, because like I said, the stuff that's going on with Saitama right now, it's a process. Some of your favorite cryptos that you invested now had already been there and done that. I've been there and done that. Do you understand? So you know, this the video I have for you guys, and you know, remember what I said. No negative situation is big enough to bring down a legitimate project. It's just not. And you guys have to have patience, okay? Because that's what a lot of you are lacking. Just like the last generation, 2017, all of them, you know, back in the teens, they was impatient. You know, there's so many people back then that missed out on, you know, being a multi-millionaire and a multi-billionaire. Don't be that person. You know, I don't care if the price went down, hold. You know? And I'm telling you guys this because, you know, from experience, I've made a lot of mistakes and I've learned from some mistakes. So I'm just informing you guys my wisdom. You guys can take it. Like I said, I'm not giving financial advice. You guys can take this how you will. You know, and that's that. That's my video. So I see you guys in my next video. All right, howdy.